Okay, good. I'm going to do a quick intro. Now, I hate doing these intros, so you have to bear with me. I'll probably get it wrong like a million times, okay? But once it's done, then we'll just go straight into it, okay? Okay. Gulistan's done. How many lessons? 7?
7. But don't mention YouTube. I don't want to be like a super nerd.
Okay. What, that you haven't been watching us on YouTube?
No, you can say that you've been watching, but I don't want to say.
She's watched
like,
all our mock tests.
Yeah.
Every single one. No. Okay, cool. I hate intros. I hate speaking directly to the camera.
Yeah, I would feel the same.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm Ro here from Drive London. This is Gulistan, and we're about to do a mock test. So Gulistan, how many lessons have you done?
7.
7 lessons with your instructor, and you have a test coming up soon?
Yeah, 4 weeks.
Yeah, and you've been driving with friends and family as well? Okay. And Gulistan found us from YouTube as well, and she watched a couple of our mock tests, and she then got in contact with us to see if she could do a mock test, and she travelled quite far. She travelled, yeah, about an hour away from where we are. But it's good to see that people still want to do mock tests and get a second opinion with compared to the instructors. Okay, all right, so you've never done a test before, nor a mock test with your instructor. Okay, so it's your first time. So I'm going to explain how it works. It's going to last for 40 minutes, a test, and during that time you're just going to keep following the road ahead unless I ask you to turn left or right. There'll be one maneuver, possibly the emergency stop, and there'll be one show me and one tell me question. And have you done those as well?
Yeah. Okay,
so you've gone over this. Okay, good. So now that you know how the test works, and we're going to follow the sat-nav part of the independent driving, which lasts for 20 minutes. But to begin with, you'll follow my directions, and then I'll start the sat-nav when we get out of this area. Okay. For you guys, whenever she makes any mistakes, any serious or dangerous mistakes, it'll be up in red at the top here. And if there's any minor advisories, there'll be in amber, and anything she does well will be in green at the top. Okay. Any questions before we start? Ready to go? Yeah. Okay. So, before we move off, I'd like you to tell me how you would check to see if your brake lights are working before starting a journey.
You switch on the engine, and then maybe you can ask someone to check, like go outside and check if your lights are working, if you apply the brakes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so whenever you're ready, I'd like us to move off. We're going to go down to the end of this road. At the roundabout, we're going to turn left, first exit. Okay. So at the next roundabout, we're going to turn left, first exit. is our traffic light, so we're going to turn right. Next roundabout we're going to turn left, first exit. Safe to do so. I'd like you to open your window for me, please. Thank you. Next roundabout, we're going to turn right, third exit. like us to pull over and park just before this blue car on your left. Don't worry about the driveways. Anywhere on the left here will do. And leave yourself enough room to move away. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to start your independent driving from here. So let's just quickly start this up. Okay, so I'd like you to follow the sat nav and you may move off whenever you're ready.
The 300 yards, turn right. Turn right. After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit. Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
Okay, we're just gonna have to wait for that guy here.
the roundabout, second exit. Then, take the third left. Cross the roundabout, second exit. Then, take the third left. After 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. After 200 yards, turn left.
Okay, I'd like us to pull over and park in a safe place. Thank you, and we're going to drive on again.
Turn left.
And I'd like us to pull over and park in a safe place again for me, please. Thank you. Now I'd like us to use this car in front of you to reverse parallel park. You may start whenever you're ready.
Cross the roundabout, second exit. Cross the roundabout, second exit. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout, first exit. Cross the roundabout, first exit. Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
I'd like you to pull over and park in a safe place for me, please. Thank you, and we'll drive on again for me.
200 yards, go right on the roundabout, second exit. Go right on the roundabout, second exit. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit, then turn right. Cross the roundabout, second
We're going to
exit,
ignore that.
then
We're going to
turn
turn
right.
First exit. And ignore the sat nav. You're going to follow my directions, okay? We're going to take the next road on your left. Next. Just after these two vehicles on your left. Anyway.
After 100 yards, turn right. Then take the second left.
That's great. And if you secure the car and turn off the engine for me, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, that brings us to the end of our test. Okay, if you give me a moment, I'll just quickly count this up. How do you think you've done?
I think I failed.
Okay.
That sharp stop at the roundabout. No, that was one.
Yeah, okay. So, unfortunately, yes, you have failed the test. So that was one, okay. Anything else?
I think it was another roundabout. I can't remember what I did though. I failed.
Yeah, should I tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, you got 3 serious mistakes, okay? Well, actually, 2 serious mistakes and 1 dangerous. I marked it down here correctly, but there you go. Okay, so I've given you 2 serious mistakes and 1 dangerous. Let's start with the roundabout that you already know. So we're on this dual carriageway. The sat nav said, no, sorry, I gave you the direction. We're going to turn right, that exit. As we came up closer to the roundabout, it's traffic light controlled. First mistake you did there was you kind of hesitated. The lights are green and you're still looking for a gap on the right. Now it's traffic light controlled. When your lights are green, they should have stopped everyone on the right. And even if there's cars coming up, they should just be coming up to the traffic light and stopping there. So a little bit of a hesitation. So that was just a minor, because eventually you realized and you didn't stop and you just carried on going. And then I gave you a serious mistake for lane discipline there. As you went into the roundabout, you kind of veered over to your left quite a bit. Okay. Did you feel this happen?
No, not at the time.
No. Okay, and then, but before we did that as well, the car was just going too fast, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's too much happening. You're going too fast. You're not really looking at your positioning, and it started coming over to your left. And then as you went around the corner for the roundabout, there's parked cars, the traffic lights, and you started to brake, but you're not braking firm enough, and I have to intervene and help you with the brakes. Had I not helped you there, you would have got really close, even touched that car there. Okay, so you got the dangerous mistake for use of speed there. Did you know what was going on at that roundabout? Did you know where you was going? Where you was going to position?
I can't remember. I just was too much going on, like to look out for.
Yeah. Okay, so in those situations and roundabouts which you've never been to that roundabout before, so you're not familiar with it. So should you approach it faster or slower?
Slower.
Yeah, we're approaching too fast. Yeah, so it's not giving you time to plan. It's not giving you time to position. And then we just, as you went around the corner there, we weren't expecting those traffic lights. And then we had to brake really sharp. Okay, so you got 2 serious mistakes. I'm sure if we went back to that roundabout again, you probably won't make that mistake again. But you need to tell yourself, if you haven't been somewhere and you're not familiar with it, go a little bit slower. Give yourself a bit more time to plan. Give yourself a bit more time to, look at the road markings, kind of be aware of what's happening in after you go around the bend and so on. Okay, so you could have avoided those 2. Okay, so one was for one dangerous mistake for use of speed, and one serious mistake for lane discipline. And then you got one more serious mistake. This was for the pedestrian crossing.
Oh yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. Okay. So we're coming up to a roundabout where the sat-nav's told you to turn left, and there's a crossing just before it. First of all, I was worried about this person on your left, which was walking up as well, who actually ended up walking into the crossing before that old guy.
Oh, okay. I thought he was waiting for a while. I didn't realise until you said.
Yeah, but you find this with older people and younger people. They will want the traffic to stop for them before they actually start crossing. Just because they haven't started crossing doesn't mean they don't want to cross.
Yeah.
Okay. But unfortunately, because we didn't pick up on him, and you weren't going to stop there, I've had to say we had to stop for him. But I also was as concerned about this person on the left who did eventually start crossing as well. Okay, so if it looks quite busy again, go a bit slower. Just make sure no one's about to cross. And I felt like on that occasion you actually missed the guy. Yeah, until I pointed him out, and then you're like, oh yes, I need to stop for him. So yeah, that was your other serious mistake.
Okay.
Do you understand the serious mistakes?
Yeah.
I mean, for your first attempt on a test, and I'm doing a mock test, this wasn't an easy route. I mean, you should be able to drive in any kind of conditions, but you're not familiar with this area at all. And you did fairly good. The drive is good, so you got loads of positives. The general handling of the car, driving, considering this is a new car for you, Zoe, you did really well.
Thank you.
It was just those little things there. Okay, so you just need to go a bit slower, I would say, especially at junctions where you're not familiar with. Just give yourself a bit more time to plan. But that's all your mistakes. Do you understand them?
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like it was a good drive, and if I were to do it again, I'd be a lot better.
Yeah, I feel like definitely you got definitely a good drive in you. The minors I'm a bit strict on, by the way, so I wouldn't worry about them too much. It's the serious mistakes. So the serious mistakes, those would have applied in your real test. And like I said, considering you've never driven in this area, it's pretty good. Just with junctions which are quite busy and you're not familiar with, just go slow on them so that you can give yourself plenty of time to plan ahead.
Okay.
But I feel like you will be ready for your test in January. Yeah. A couple more lessons, I would say, with your instructor, and you'll be fine.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to her, and if she does let us know, then we'll let you guys know as well if she passed or not.